going nowhere. Because we
whatever
blowing.
happened to road safety is a speed and a course that permits for the safest passage of a vehicle from its position of starting to its position of destination. Whatever happened to that?
I understand that, but I also believe that people who drive slow also cause accidents. People who drive slow and then people who constantly drive with their foot on the brakes. Why has your brake lights been on the whole time we've been driving?
I don't disagree.
And I think them people you gotta blow them,
I agree with that. I agree with that. But if we are moving and the traffic is moving at a slow but steady pace, what is you buffoon, what is the purpose of this horn blowing? I wish that every morning you come out of your house, I want potcakes to turn over your garbage every morning at 8:15.
Well, I will say this. There are some corners you have to blow me if you expect me to move right as the light turn red, because we have a habit in this country of people running the red light.
A chronic red light running problem.
I mean, then people will run the light. Somebody run the light, almost hit me and cuss me out.
Yeah,
like I was in the wrong. So there are certain lights, we don't have time for me to point it out now, where I go wait. I could count like to
12.
3.
I gotta count to
12 now. That's a bit much. That's why you're getting blown.
Pookie,
you
them
count
running
to
the
about
light.
5 seconds and then you go. But you can't just be whole up on the light now. 12, you know how long 12 seconds is?
Listen to me. First, here's what I do.
And some of these lights is change after 12
Lil
seconds.
Jappy ain't got no license. He ain't got no insurance. Every single day I turn on my computer, I see ASP, capering them, got 100 Lil Japanese car pull on the side of the road. You think I got time to fool around? When Lil Jappy mash up my vehicle, Jappy he don't own no bank loan on that. He don't pay no insurance for it. As a matter of fact, him and his 2 cousins buy this car in their ASU drawer where he had third hand, fourth hand, and
don't
fifth
knock
hand.
the ASU drawer now. You're doing too much. The point is, don't hold up on the light. You sound like you was hold up on the light for a very long time, and I will blow you.
I looking out for Lil Jappy them.
No. You don't hold up on no light because you assume somebody gonna run the red light. You
And
drive.
when Lil Jappy kill my children daddy.
Okay, let's do this then. Instead of the 15 seconds you hold up on the light, because 15 seconds is very long when you on the light, let's do 5.
9.
Count to 5?
9.
9 is too
Jappy
much.
them must be running the
9
light.
is...
Jappy them must be deep into the red running the light.
9 is too much. Let's do 8.
Okay.
1. Let's see how long that is. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Jappy just gonna pass.
5. No, 8 is too long. I ain't gonna lie. That's too long sitting up on that light. Let's do
This
5.
bunch of horn blowing. I don't know. Are y'all driving an emergency evacuation vehicle?
I'll tell you
There's
this.
no purpose for it.
I ain't gonna lie. I could blow. I don't know what you want me to say. I could blow. But then, like I said, I'm a hypocrite. Because the minute you blow at me, I put my car in park and we can fight. Because I'm moving. I could stay there because I don't have nowhere to go.
I
gotta let that light turn red. And then I gotta let it turn green again. And you know what I could do? I get ease.
You get inch off?
Because who you blowing? Blow your mom.
Yeah, your great grandma.
Who you blowing?
That's what you do.
But I can blow. See, that's why I have a problem.
I don't know. I wanted to end. I was coming on my way to the studio today. I'm in no rush. I'm 40 minutes ahead of time. I am doing the speed limit. When lo and behold, unbeknownst to me, some Neanderthal with a license plate, ASP capering, this license plate got the thing over it, which you all say illegal. It's a Honda Explorer, somewhere in the area of a 2007 to 2009.
Okay.
Yeah, bronze colored with the license plate cover up. We got to get one ticket for that.
Okay.
Since you like to blow your horn, I'm telling the police on him.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, next time,
I have nothing else
you have to know.
Eye on the Nation will be back right after these messages.
Vibes is resilience in motion. So even when things go out of sync, we do what it takes to bring the vibes back. At VTC, we understand your vibes because we live it. That's why we are dedicated to building a network as resilient as you, with a team of familiar faces working every day to keep you on beat. You are at the heart of everything we do. Our commitment is to keep your vibes flowing, no matter what.
Welcome back to Eye on the Nation.
Hello, welcome back to Eye on the Nation. I'm Levan Miller.
I'm Sandy Brown.
Yeah, and have you seen what's been going on in the news lately?
You have to be more specific than that.
Apparently, BPL tell the people, stop wrapping up these bunch of lampposts. These ain't no Christmas tree.
I did find BPL's statement in the last second, obviously, but I don't understand the purpose.
It's like so what you it's called again, it's playing on the psychology, right? So you put up the red because the red starts to program your mind.
Okay, let me read BPL's statement. So this is what BPL said. So they're advising the public that drilling into utility poles or wrapping fabric and other materials like that around the poles is not permitted in any circumstances. So BPL said they acknowledge the heightened activity during election season. However, these types of installations create potential hazards and can compromise the integrity of essential electrical infrastructure. So these restrictions are constantly and consistently enforced year-round, including during festive periods. So they say, just because it's election season, don't lose your mind. That don't make no sense.
Yeah, it don't make the lamppost less flammable.
And then they said BPL has a pole attachment agreement, section 13B, that clearly outlines that all approved attachments to BPL poles must be secured using appropriate methods. So you could have stainless steel bands, wire clamps. Under no circumstances are you to drill into those BPL poles.
What about wrapping it in fabric?
They said no as well. They said, should there be any need for an exception, a request needs to be submitted to BPL for review. Such requests will be assessed by BPL's discretion with careful consideration given to structural integrity, longevity, and ongoing maintenance.
They must see what happened by Arawaki. When you wrap things to the lamppost, you just burn the whole Arawaki down.
No, I get the signs. I understand why people will want to put signs on poles because there's a lot of poles. You put the signs on poles, people reading the signs. Okay, I get it. I think we had a photo. Can we have the one back up with the Rick Fox on the sign? So that I get. Rick Fox, a proven leader.
Yeah, he proved to us that he could lead his
No man, that's his sign.
on the plane and off of the plane.
You know what he know what proven means?
He think he's Kobe Bryant.
I don't understand what that means by a proven leader. Y'all know how I feel about Rick Fox. But anyway, neither here or there.
That is actually here and there, by the way.
No, not how I feel about it. Now that I understand, the sign being there. What's the purpose of the red fabric wrapped around the pole
because
to the
there is
bottom?
a psychology of color on the mind. Okay, I'm telling you. I'm promising you this.
That looked dumb.
No, but there's the psychology of color on the mind. You know, fast food eateries use it all the time, right? So you put certain things in red because it triggers certain. And by the way, BPL issued their statement 48 hours ago. Rick Fox and the gang.
This today?
This to just now.
How you know that's Rick Fox?
Don't worry about that. You don't see him. You know, like Josie and.
Hold on, no, I want to go back on that video because you could see a little bit of the sign.
Yeah, no, this ain't Rick Fox. This like
now,
Robin Hood. And
in all fairness, there's a PLP sign up there too.
Damn people wearing Rick Fox.
No,
shit.
I'm saying there's a PLP sign up to the top.
Yeah, with the things that they say you could use, right?
I don't know. Is that metal? They say you could have extension. Okay, so that's an extension.
The extension, right.
Okay, so they don't have it directly on.
But you see Lover here with this big drapery in his hand, this big piece of drapery cloth in his hand. He's about to have that lamppost wrap up like a newborn baby in 2 more minutes.
But what is I just really want to know what the purpose. I'm not even knocking it. Like, I understand, listen, sign wars going on.
My question
I
is,
can
if
tell
BPL tell you stop, why you ain't stop?
Because sign... Oh, okay, that does say Rick Fox.
I can tell you what it say.
But listen, what I'm saying is, I understand this election and sign wars going on. The other day I drove out here and it was full of Travis. Then all of a sudden, it wasn't full of Travis no more. I see somebody sneaking somewhere. Then all of a sudden I drive back, it was Travis again. These people playing and taking signs and putting signs.
Defense, there was also a video going around that proved that Brownie was eating Travis signs.
One sign.
Well, you know, Brownie ain't have a couple other Brownie. And they're doing it in the night time.
And what I'm saying is, everybody understands election. And we understand the signs. And we understand the little things, the little gated things. And we understand the big billboards. But you cannot convince me that wrapping fabric around a lamppost makes sense.
It is like, I'm trying to find it.
The last time we saw it was Christmas decorations, and we have stopped doing
It was
that
awful,
for
by the way.
years.
That's when we go and get Mother of the Gardens to rescue us.
Yeah, we stopped doing
Yeah.
that. Now our Christmas decorations are amazing, especially the one they do right there on the West Bay Street
Yeah.
situation. Beautiful. We stopped wrapping. BPL say stop wrapping the poles. Y'all please stop
You see
wrapping
Pookie
the
them
poles.
is wrapping them. If you don't believe me, drive down East Street in the area of Lil Generals and what the next plaza name, and the Simonet Plaza, I think that's what the name, right? And there you will find Negroes as we speak, wrapping lamp poles as we speak.
Okay, well, the people say stop wrapping them, and if the power go off or if something happen, they can blame y'all. If they go there and something happen and they see your poster or they see it wrapped, I don't know if there's any sort of fine or anything that's gonna be done. The statement didn't say, but please don't wrap the poles. It makes sense, and it's not gonna make me want or not vote for you because
But that may
you
not be true. I'm telling you, okay, so I asked ChatGPT, watch
the
this.
science behind wrapping a
Yes,
sign.
what is the psychology of color on the mind and choice making? And ChatGPT, because this is genuine and generic, it says colors strongly influence emotions, perceptions, decision making. It warms tones like red and yellow often stimulate energy and urgency, while cool tones like blue and green promote calmness and trust. The psychological effects shape consumer choices, brand identity, and even regulate mood.
Don't wrap the signs. Don't wrap the poles. It don't make no sense. Seeing all that red on the pole ain't doing nothing for me. It just look dumb.
Makes you think about a newborn baby.
No, put a sign like a normal person. Just put your sign up. I don't know why. Who advised you to have proven leadership on your sign?
Red is often used in sales and clearance sign because it creates a
All right.
sense of urgency.
We're not talking about the red. We're talking about the fact that they wrapping the poles. Just put your sign up like a normal person.
Where you all get all this fabric from?
Listen to me. Quality fabrics and home
fabric
fabrics.
You know what fabric costs?
Election really have you all
My
losing.
goodness.
Listen, ring the bell again, man. Can we have election tomorrow?
How we doing?
The bunch of buffoonery that I've seen, I just don't understand, babe. And a lot, anyway, let me
You
know.
see how the red cloth put you in such a feeling that you just want the election to be tomorrow? That is the purpose.
So I say, I just passed them by the round, but they still
can
put
tell you that.
them sign.
As we speak.
BPL,
Pookie
Theo, the people them
Call
on.
Shanta. Call Shanta.
No, but they still-
Madam Commissioner of Police, we have...
Well, I don't know if it's a crime. Is it
What
a
you
crime?
mean? And BPL issue statement.
But they didn't say it was a
They
crime,
say
eh?
don't call Shanta, they say call Tony. Tony, I got him. I find the fellas that wouldn't stop doing this. Just look like that's Pookie and blacks, and that look like Pudgy.
Stop it.
What? Every inner city community have a Pudgy in it.
I know about a blacks.
Yeah.
A reds.
No, you have American boy. That's the boy who gone away to live in Grammy for 2 summers and come back.
There's reds, which
Yellow.
are not explanatory.
Right?
Yellow.
Then you have blacks. And if you have somebody blacker than blacks, what do you name?
Black
Blue.
and black.
And if you have somebody blacker than blue, you know who he is? Purple.
Let's focus.
Purple.
Let's focus on what's going
Yeah.
on. The people say stop wrapping the pools. All fun and jokes aside, y'all know we done this. We have
Shanta, we got them.
Now and then with light. I think people had we had a power outage on Saturday. I saw people complaining. Thank God that didn't affect my area. Y'all stop giving the people more problems. Don't wrap the pole.
Yeah.
Do put your things on the pole like a sign on the pole like a normal person. All right.
He's not a normal person. Have you seen his videos? Because your videos look like they don't have thing a minute.
I have nothing to say.
You know the thing would rhyme with moke pain?
We ain't gonna talk about that. The only thing, let me tell you something. I could just say this really quickly. Whoever's advising Rick Fox, every time he goes live, he does it like this. The phone is right here. Could y'all advise him to just pull the phone back a little bit?
Yeah.
You know, do it like this. Do your video like this.
And could you make
know?
your eyes
And
less
then,
beaming?
Just move
Why do
the
your eyes
camera.
look like they could pass straight through
You
the
know,
screen?
this is what is. Be like this.
Yeah.
Why would you do that?
It looks like it looks
Hold
like
it like this, or use a whole campaign. You having a whole campaign? Let one of your workers hold the phone. That's it.
Yeah.
This ain't looking good.
No, it looked like it have moke pain in it. All right, where are we? So the
Anyway.
American man.
He's been released.
Yeah,
We
thank
all
the
knew
Lord.
it was gonna happen. I've watched
Nobody,
enough.
no case.
Not only that, I've watched enough shows with this type of thing. I'm an avid watcher of these snap shows. I'm one of those women that I literally go to sleep with the sound of.
Everybody that wants to be a husband,
I'm a
this
psycho.
would concern me.
I go to sleep watching things like Snapped, true crime stories, true crime investigations, which is the weirdest thing because
I like the smirk.
my demographic is usually the ones that getting murdered. Young single mothers get murdered, and here I am watching it. But I could tell you one thing from watching a lot of them: these kind of cases never get solved right away. It always takes a long time. But one thing I can say, I don't know how it works here, but one thing I can say about American police, if they have to build a case over 10 years, they will build a case over 10 years and come and get you. They're not going to grab you. They're not going to grab you, charge you, and lose the case. They will build a case over a period of time. But I mean, there is literally no evidence that this man did anything untoward, so they have to let him go.
It's always difficult to land murder charges if you don't have a body. Isn't that the same reason why the Benet Ramsey girl, what her name is? You know how that murder case has never been solved because they never find no body. You need a body in order to have a case. You don't have a body. You don't have no.
You know, it's sad and it's unfortunate what happened, and I hope the family could find some sort of closure. It sounds like the daughter wasn't a little too sure about the stepdaddy, and the voice notes that went out afterwards and the text. I mean, he was having full-blown conversations with people. Did you see the text?
No, I didn't.
He was like, "Hey, congratulations!" Somebody messaged him and was like, "Hey, is this what's going on? This is crazy. We see this on the news." He's like, "Oh yeah, man. We went out fishing or we went out whatever. She fell overboard, blah, blah, blah." The same story that he's been saying. And the person said, "Well, you know,
condolences.
I'll keep you guys in our prayers. Let us know if there's anything you could do." Next day, he right back. He was like, "Oh, I see you got a congratulations on your promotion." And he starts a whole regular conversation with this person. You ain't in mourning.
No, because they already prayed for him. They said that they was going to have him in their prayer. So they was praying for him. And so the prayer healed him. And besides, if you have a wife that you want to get rid of, I have a good idea.
And then the conversation on the phone was read, hey, darling, well, your mommy fall off. It was just so. I know everybody reacts differently, but I can need a little tear, a little.
I keep telling you.
I need. Come on, man. Here, where the. No.
She going to be with the Lord.
All right.
No.
I can need to hear that at least once.
Absent from the body, he just accepted.
Well, anyway, he's been released from. They had nothing. They did get an extension and they hold him an additional 72 hours.
They could hold
and
him
they tried to question him, but they released him.
Yeah.
So, you know, now the story is nationwide, everywhere. It's on CNN, BBC. Every time you turn around, as a matter of fact, the story that I pulled up was on BBC.
So apparently, heaven is rapturing up wives somewhere between Hopetown and El Buki. And if you have a wife that you want to have raptured up that we could never find again, this may be your one chance.
Well, he apparently did an interview with CBS, and he said
he's actually talking to the news.
Yeah, he said he believed that his wife is still alive. I believe, and because I've been told that people have lasted in the Bahamas, falling overboard for weeks. Tell you that.
Yeah.
You stop letting these island people tell you all these folk tales.
That's all, folks.
He said there are so many islands and so many sandbars.
She just swam to one.
Yeah.
In the same current that was so strong, he had to paddle for 16 hours in. Fantastic story.
Well, his lawyer, who's a Bahamian lady, by the way, said that.
She's Bahamian?
Yeah, she was a
Doesn't she have
Bahamian
Jamaican
lady.
accent?
She was a Bahamian lady.
And she has an accent.
Anyway, she said that he needs time to distress from this horrible experience. He's completely heartbroken. Them texts didn't give heartbroken and distress, but that's what she said.
Maybe he wants to make country music. Who knows?
They have a long history of sailing together and documented their experience on social media. And
Perfect for rapture.
exactly. And the daughter said that mommy was a strong sailor. I mean, a strong swimmer.
Not in that current.
The current that took her but couldn't take the boat.
Yes. Next question.
The current was so strong he paddled. But
It was not boat current. Next question.
what kind of current it is? People
The
current?
other kind. Yes.
All right. Well, anyway, that investigation is done.
Yeah.
That investigation is wrapping up, and now another one is starting again. I was wondering what happened to this case. I thought it had disappeared. Well, Adrian Gibson said yesterday that he is not running. He made a whole announcement to say he's not doing it. I don't think you need an announcement for that.
It was a good PR stunt.
It should always.
Didn't work.
I feel like you should only do an announcement if you were going to, because I was reading it like, okay, Yeah, he about
No,
to.
but if you know your court case is starting and none less than the person that you lay on a pillow with is now on the stand, you need to make a distraction. What is the distraction? This soliloquy that you wrote.
Well, anyway, I think we do have a video with him saying that he won't be running, so we could play that and talk about it.
Good evening, Long Islanders. Over the past several weeks, I have heard from many of you, by phone, by message, and in person. A number of you have encouraged me to consider offering myself as an independent candidate in the upcoming election. I have listened carefully and weighed all perspectives. I thank you sincerely for your confidence, your trust, and your continued belief in me. With nomination day fast approaching on Thursday, 16th of April, 2026, I wish to share my decision. After deep reflection and prayerful consideration, I have decided that I will not be seeking re-election in 2026. Accordingly, I will not be nominating as a candidate. Serving you for 2 consecutive terms has been the greatest honor and privilege of my life. I am profoundly grateful for the opportunity you gave me to represent you, to fight for you, and to stand on your behalf. But let me be clear, this is not the end. I remain first and foremost a son of Long Island. I look forward to being home more, to spending time among you, to continuing to invest in our communities, and to contributing meaningfully to the life and future of our island in the years ahead. In the coming days, I will share in a structured and transparent way aspects of my record of service so that the work we have done together is properly documented and understood. As I demit office, I will also be completing several final initiatives. This includes the handover of recently acquired items to the island administrator for public use, the execution of outstanding commitments, and the distribution of materials, including construction materials, to those affected by Hurricane Melissa. To each of you, I say thank you. Thank you for your unwavering support. Thank you for your strength during difficult moments. Thank you for your kindness.
That's enough.
That was too long. Yeah, I didn't realize it was that long.
I told
and
you
it was
a
muffled.
distraction.
Is he using the same phone Rick Fox using to keep it up here in his face like this?
Maybe this too has...
Stop recording yourself like this. You don't need to do this. These phones are good phones. You could do it out here like this. Why would you? That is too muffled. Someone say sound like he recorded in his closet. That's exactly how it sounds.
He sound like a violent.
And that is a very long statement just to say. Just to say you ain't running. We appreciate it. Oh, it's time for us to take a break. I was corrected. They say she is Jamaican. She does have a Jamaican accent.
Yeah.
The lawyer for the man.
Yeah.
Just was putting that out there. So
Nomination day is coming.
That's Thursday.
So it's Tuesday coming.
You should do it too.
Nomination day is coming.
Eye on the Nation will be back right after these messages.
Vibes is resilience in motion. So even when things go out of sync, we do what it takes to bring the vibes back. At BTC, we understand your vibes because we live it. That's why we are dedicated to building a network as resilient as you, with a team of familiar faces working every day to keep you on beat. You are at the heart of everything we do. Our commitment is to keep your vibes flowing, no matter what.
Every great idea starts with courage. Every successful business starts with belief.
And every woman deserves the opportunity to turn her vision into reality. The Fox Foundation Women Entrepreneurship Initiative is back, bigger, bolder, and more powerful than ever. This year, Give to Gain honors women who gave their very best, their time, their talent, their sacrifice, and their vision to succeed in innovation-driven and emerging industries.
This initiative is about investing in women who are ready to lead, build, and grow. It's about creating a real pathway to success in a new era of business.
This year's program features 2 dynamic panel discussions designed to inspire action at every level. This year also features a distinguished international speaker, bringing global insight, helping to empower women to think bigger and lead boldly.
We're proud to grant over $75,000 in funding to emerging businesses and aspiring entrepreneurs ready to take the next step. If you have an idea, a business, or a dream worth building, now is the time.
Grant applications are open until February 28th. This is more than just an event. It is a powerful networking experience.
Surround yourself with women who means business.
Join us as we give to gain.
Give your best, build what's next, and gain what matters.
Welcome back to Eye on the Nation.
Hello, welcome back to Eye on the Nation. I'm Levin Miller.
I'm Sally Brown.
I'm never not busy listening to Adrian Gibson speak through a pilot's microphone.
Anyway, let me get into some of these comments
What does it
because
say?
we do skip some of the comments. And sometimes when I refresh, some of the comments disappear.
Yeah.
Okay, and you know we love for y'all to be a part of the show as well. Someone said I just passed them on East Street. They still doing that.
Shanta, we know where they is.
That cameras be all up in his nose. Honestly, just move it a little bit. That's all I'm saying. From here
It look like that
to
thing
here.
a minute.
Just move it a little bit. We could see all the boogers in his nose, man.
Oh boy.
And tell Slick Rick stop being cheap and buy a stand. A stand would also help. One with a little ring light. They're like $40, very cheap. And he could do it in the night because he loves to record his videos at night. So then a ring light would help. I'm just helping everybody out. Just asking, has the car been given away? Yes, they did give the car
Yes.
away. It was to
To
a
a
young
woman.
lady.
Yeah.
You know, we're going to do that tomorrow because we was talking about the
We
car.
tell them
but
that yesterday.
the car?
We tell them we should tell them who we give it to yesterday. Wow. Yeah.
Why would you remind me that we said that?
Stay
Anyway.
tuned.
Someone wants to know.
We're coming with an announcement on who won
Someone
the
say,
car.
I want an F&A shirt, please.
Listen, you see this one? This is a new one. It's not the same one from yesterday.
I know that.
Wait, you was sitting next to me yesterday.
I remember the hot green, and this
Yes,
one is
because
still.
we're hot and green.
That don't make sense.
Yeah. So today,
Anyway,
what does my shirt say? The people on the radio can't see it.
it says a real F&A.
Thank you very much. I'm not like those other FNAs.
Someone said his lawyer is Jamaican. Thank you all for
Yeah.
correcting me. I did
And I
correct
told her
myself.
this is the same lawyer from the other thing.
What?
From the boy who the police beat so bad, he had a broken rib or
This the same lady?
Apparently,
Okay.
the same Terrell.
The same one who's suing.
You know what I know? She ain't Damien.
We are not doing this with Terrell. Leave that lady alone. She clearly getting her coins where she needs to get them.
Anyone could win a rapture case. If you get raptured up into heaven, any lawyer could get you off of that.
Someone say he sound like he in his closet recording that. I got like Adrian could have, and then the music was louder than the, and it didn't
And
need
it
a whole
wasn't
thing.
an appropriate distraction from this wonderful little soap opera we have going on in court.
Y'all two are some real PLP haters. F&M can't do nothing right.
I'm an FNA. I am an
Can't
FNA.
even If the PLP had draped the polls in the yellow, we would have said the same thing. And
Why
we
you always
also-
keep letting your candidates do such silliness? You know, if your candidates stop doing silly things, there would be nothing silly to talk about.
Anyway, y'all can say whatever you want.
Oh,
Watch,
boy.
don't watch. It don't.
I'm an FNA. Don't make me play my jingle.
In any event, I do think he did it right in time because people were wondering for a while. Remember, it was like almost a month ago when the fake logo of his independent thing had gone and people saying, oh,
I
he's
told
going to
you
be
I thought that
independent.
was a feeler.
And that had to have been a month, eh?
Yeah,
maybe
about
about a month ago. Anyway, and then all of a sudden, the day before, the case is starting again.
He come on and say,
Hi, I'm Adrian Gibson.
But-
I won't be running for Long Island.
But I honestly was wondering what was happening with the case. We can only talk about what is actually happening. You know, we can't really talk about the case freely and openly.
no, but we
the
could
way-
say what they say in court.
Yes,
'cause
we
that
can say
is
what they say in
protected by
court. Yes,
privilege.
we can. I did have the story pulled up. Did I?
You know what it remind me of? You ever know, like, you ever been in the inner city as a child? And there's always the one boy in the whole inner city who could play basketball better than all the other boys. And so whenever he started walking up the road towards the basketball court, everybody on the basketball court started saying, oh boy, think I'm coming, what do you name? And we never really know his name because he's just beat all us so bad. We never really learned his name, right? He just could play
I'm
basketball.
trying to see
that's
where
it.
you're going with this.
And so yesterday I imagined that everybody in the court was saying, what the woman name? Tingham Reach.
Anyway, we cannot have any commentary. So
Right.
control your commentary.
But we can read what they say.
I can read what was said in court.
Okay.
So his former fiancée testified that she formed several companies that received contracts from the Water and Sewage Corporation while he served as chairman.
That's Tingham.
Yes, she's a key witness in the case. Prosecutors to convince a jury that Gibson engaged in self-dealing during his tenure. He's on trial along with the former Water and Sewage Corporation general manager, his barber, and his friend, and his former campaign manager. So Mackie, who is the ex-fiancée, she is granted immunity now because she's now a cooperating witness. She testified that she formed 2 companies after Gibson told her that he planned to award contracts to those companies. She testified that she handled companies' finances until Gibson accused her of stealing $200,000. How much of these contracts if you could steal $200,000? Just curious.
We can't
Anyway,
comment.
no, we
can read
can't.
what they say
But you
in
could read the rest of the story. The trial continues today, and then I guess hopefully
like that
we'll
piece
have
right
some
there.
resolution. What?
When the prosecutor asks her, do you know?
Do you know the beneficial owner of Ed Waldo Holdings? And she
replied-
said, Mr. Gibson. Do you know the shareholders of Ed Waldo Holdings? She replied, initially, and then she called some names, and then she said, but, Mr.
Yeah,
Gibson.
the one thing I love about her is she
don't have
she
nothing to
calling
lose
everybody
anymore.
name. Everybody was there. I could tell you as Grammy was standing. She was cooking a pot of soup, and it was Miss Betsy was over in the corner tending to 2 sheep. And
Anyway,
I love that about her.
hopefully this is wrapped up. Sani, the PLP does have lamp poles wrapped around by UB yellow and blue. Well, take them down too then. You have pictures of that?
I didn't see them.
Can y'all send us some photos?
Yeah.
Take them down if y'all have them wrapped around
What
too.
I know is that I see Pookie and Pudgy and Blacks walking up East Street with the cloth in their hand. All right? That's what I saw with my eye. And that's what we report.
Well, Claude, if you have, can you send us some photos? I would want to see so we could post it up and be fair and say that the PLP is doing the same thing. But
Yeah.
it makes no sense for anybody to do it.
Okay.
What's the purpose?
I don't know.
I don't know. But anyway, that's what the people say. In any event, good luck to in your case, and he ain't running no more. We knew that.
Ta-da!
We knew that. The F&M done have Rollins down there campaigning.
Who
and
also
the PLP have
commented,
Renika.
by the way, he said, well, it's a democratic process. So if he wanted to run, I respect that. But since he ain't want to run,
Thank
I
you.
respect that too.
Yeah, I mean, you know.
Yeah.
So it's not going to be he's not going to be an independent. Which, some people turn around and do it. See the PLP man turn around and do it.
Yeah.
So, well, I guess we'll have to wait and see. He might say that nomination
Who I
day on
thought Darren
Thursday. He
would
might.
have beat so comfortably, but Darren when comes out beach.
Who?
The PLP man. Who gone through the court case and still nominate after?
No, that's not what I'm talking about.
which other PLP
I
man?
said when they didn't give him the nomination and he decided to run as an
Oh, you
independent.
mean the Rev? Leroy Major? Okay.
Leroy say, I still run it.
Yeah.
Leroy colors is orange, I think.
6 people tell me go, I go on for it.
Yeah, I think his colors are orange. I think
Me
I
knows.
saw an orange something. Anyway,
COI have plans. See that?
We skipped something.
What did we skip?
Priority worker in voter card scheme.
Oh, yeah. We talked with them yesterday.
Oh, we
They
did it
are
yesterday.
on their way to jail. What next question? What else we need to know about them? Everybody in the PRD that was involved in any illegal racket, today is the day to resign now.
Someone say they're using cognitive programming, using psychology to try and get votes. That
I
don't
tell you,
work.
that's what it's called.
I mean,
Thank you for the name. Thank you for the name.
Indiana Dawkins.
Yeah, cognitive, that's the name.
Cognitive programming.
That's what it's called.
So when I see the...
Yeah, it triggers endorphins in your brain that makes you respond a certain way.
Take them off them BPL bulls, yeah?
I don't know if Pookie them think about it that deeply.
I don't know, but I don't know if they just thought it was pretty and it was decoration.
Look at
But
the
in any
Christmas
event, all right, so let's go to, because we do have a guest, by the way. We do have a guest. We have someone joining us at 5 o'clock.
And then we got giveaways.
And then we do have giveaways. I see somebody come and say, what y'all giving away today? Say good afternoon first, man.
Yeah.
You know, we
You think
nice,
don't
but
have no
just be
feelings?
nice.
You
Just,
think, well, we
yeah.
have things to give away. No, we have feelings.
Say hi, Sonny.
Yeah.
Say your blouse look nice.
Yeah.
You know, when you call people to borrow money, you don't just say, hey, can I borrow some money? I had a family.
And you make sure you call this a blouse now.
It is a blouse. I didn't want to have things like this. I don't know what's
Oh,
happening
boy.
with this shirt.
I've not heard somebody wear a blouse since 1999. Everybody with a blouse, could you please wear your blouse? Tomorrow is International Blouse Wearing Day.
I think ones that have this.
What are you talking about?
This a blouse.
Oh boy.
What's the difference between this a blouse?
I can't tell you. I don't even know why they invented the word blouse.
In any event, we do have a guest and we do have giveaways and stuff for you guys. So there was a video that I don't say we missed. I won't say we missed, but we did do some of the COI things yesterday. But there was one I think that people were particularly interested in, which was what the COI plans would be for capital punishment and for crime if and when they are elected.
Okay.
And I think you yourself had a problem with some. Oh no, you agreed.
I support that, yeah.
You agree.
I agree with linking.
There's a portion of this that I agree with, and a portion I don't have any views or opinions with. But we're gonna play what Lincoln said
So you are ambivalent.
to a portion of it.
Okay.
We got the money. So even if it means we don't travel like brave them traveling, we got more than enough money to increase your pay. So we're going to implement, these are the 5 pillars that will define the first 100 days. Swift justice, hard consequences, smart enforcement, strong borders, and we're going to put officers first. And so with swift justice, we're going to launch a dedicated murder court. We're going to expand the DPP's capacity, that's the Department of Public Prosecutions. We're going to appoint more magistrates and judges and cut the backlog aggressively. We'll give details in a minute. In terms of hardcore consequences, we're going to define the worst of the worst murders for capital. We're going to define the worst of the worst murders for capital punishment, pass no bail for murder legislation, and enforce life sentences where promised. Did you hear me say that we're going to bring back capital punishment? If you kill, you will be killed. That's not up for negotiation, and no one is going to stop that. All our governments had to do was define what the worst of the worst is, because the Privy Council already told you what it is. But they don't want to kill their clients. They're making money. And so they rather us get killed while they protect their clients. And so we're gonna fix that. All right? We're gonna deploy the Python strategy, expand intelligence-led operations, and roll out
The Python strategy.
Now,
the
the
thing
part
I
that I-
agreed with was we didn't make it to that part of the clip, was the amalgamation of the forces. I think we could save so much in administrative costs if we somehow figured out a way to do a more joint operation, particularly between customs and immigration.
Okay.
Which isn't unusual. It happens in other places in the world.
Okay. So that's the part you agree with.
Yeah, and I don't know how they're going to get the Privy Council to.
That's the part I agree with.
Yeah, but the Privy Council is gonna come for you.
Yeah. Okay. Of
The
all
first
of
3
the
people
things,
you all killed,
I
the
never
Privy
said.
Council is on their way.
That's nice, but I do agree with the capital punishment. Y'all know how I feel. Anybody who's ever listened to me on this show, the morning show, y'all know how I feel, especially when it comes to the worst of the worst and some of the crimes that have been committed to young women, children, in this country has just been heinous. And I do not believe that we should be feeding and housing these people and letting them have a good old time on our dime. So with that, I do agree. How it's going to happen, I don't know. But I mean, I wouldn't say if you kill, you will be killed so cold. But
yeah, because the Privy Council will shut that down immediately.
But I do agree with capital punishment, and not as a deterrent, but as punishment. You do something wrong, this is what's going to happen.
I could live with that. He also talked about becoming Minister of National Security so that you could see the importance of crime. I don't disagree with that as a strategy. Okay. The Prime Minister leads the cabinet, therefore the Ministry of Finance bends to the whim of the Prime Minister. If crime is in fact as serious as it is, then sometimes I could see why the Prime Minister would want to take that portfolio.
So Lincoln, you get me with this one.
Yeah, I don't think it was about 2 minutes.
Yeah, no, you got me with that. I completely agree.
And see,
what I do like about him too,
sensationalism.
It was just a normal conversation.
Yes.
I do like that, and I do like how he laid out a plan.
Yeah. They also talked about giving $500,000 to farmers to buy seed and aggregation. That's plenty seed.
One thing I did notice about when I was skimming through, because it was 3 hours, when I was skimming through it, was there was a lot of raises. A lot of we're going to. And then first 100 days, he was like, first 100 days, we giving raises to the police.
Yeah, we started off saying we have the money.
No, but that's why I want to know where this money coming from, especially in the first 100 days. Yeah. I don't know where all the money is coming from. They giving teachers raises, they giving nurses raises, they giving doctors raises, they giving. It sounds great. I just would really like to know where the money is coming from.
Yeah, the thing that scares me with both the Free National Movement and the COI is this: somehow they continue to go to this austere policy of no traveling. We proved with the Minister cabinet that a travel-less cabinet doesn't work. It's because you need to build relationships. I need to go to head to government meeting with you, and after the conference is over, me and you need to go do a little alignment together.
Yeah, I get that. But I do think what this government did that people did not like is the amount of people that had to go. If, let's just say, it's a sporting event.
Sure.
I understand why, if it's a big sporting event and it's something that's going to put the Bahamas spotlight on Bahamian athletes, and the Prime Minister wants to go, okay. Minister of Sports wants to go, okay. The whole cabinet don't need to go. Everybody.
But it depends. Do they have functions when they go?
Don't
Is the Minister of Labor there because...
Everybody don't need to go. Then have a representative. The Minister of Sports at that moment will have to stand in and be a representative, because we don't have the money for... Because when they go, then their aides have to go. And then this have to go. And then, they ain't going and no little thing. And then we have to pay for this. It gets expensive.
Sure.
I think that's what the problem is. The amount of people that they took with them when they went was what I think a lot of people had a problem with.
Do you think there's any beneficial trade-off, though, to relationship building and familiarity?
Yes, but everybody don't need to go. That's what I'm saying. Everybody don't need to go. Then they won't bring their wife. They won't bring all these other people. Everybody does not need to go. Let the key ministers who are a part of whatever's happening go. Everybody else could stay home.
What do you
Y'all
say to the
catch
fact
the
that
next
they had a
trip.
cabinet where 80% of the cabinet were first-timers?
What do you mean?
This Progressive Liberal Party.
So you think they should travel on our dime?
No. I'm saying, if you have a cabinet where everybody is a neophyte, right? How do you gain regional notoriety? How do you gain... For instance, Pia Glover is a notable public servant or cabinet minister in the Caribbean right now, right? But she is only 5 years as a politician. Okay. That couldn't come without the travel exposure, the ILO meetings,
but she went to the ILO meetings. She went to those things as minister. So that makes sense. What I'm saying is, it doesn't make sense for someone else who's not a part of that ministry. Don't need to go. That's all I'm saying. I don't understand. I'm not against the travel. I'm not someone... I understand the importance of travel. I understand why the Prime Minister has to travel. I understand why cabinet ministers have to travel when something... But everybody don't need to go.
Because when you pick up the phone and you say, "Hi, Prime Minister of Barbuda, this is Francesca," he say, "Who?"
All us don't need to go.
You remember me, Sonny?
That's all I'm saying. Everyone, that's all I'm saying. Everyone don't have to go. That's my only thing. I agree with the traveling and certain things, but everybody don't have to go. That's all. Sometimes you have to tell people you can't go this time. I get you the next trip.
All right.
Can we agree to that?
I agree.
Okay. All right. Someone say, what are y'all giving away? I like things. Come on, man. Y'all give us a break.
Do you think this Jeopardy?
We do have things to give away, though. But we have like 15 more minutes before our guests. So we do have some highlights from the PLP had, are they calling it a mini rally?
What did they call it?
In Grand Bahama last night. We're not going to bombard y'all with all the clips that we did yesterday, but we do have Ginger Moxie.
Sure.
Why are you looking at me like
Because
that?
you know what my initial takeaway was from the rally last night?
What?
I said they must have put $100 in quarters in these people's pocket. You see the way that Breeze was doing?
I was like,
knots?
what was happening? And
When Lil
I only
Ginger got
watched
up
the
there, I
little
thought she
clips.
was gonna blow away.
I don't know the name of the woman. There was a woman, and she had
The
like
doctor.
that wig.
Yes.
Whoever sewed that on did a good job. That wind hated that.
I say, they must see, when you go on the stage, they must say, here, what these for? Put them in your pocket. You got to put $100 worth of
Boy,
quarters in your pocket.
that Breeze was not
No, I'm
working
telling
with
you.
them at all. Like, I got like, must he needed to do it on another night, or that must
Yeah.
be that's a telltale sign for the PLP.
Yeah, that's a fresh win for sure.
No, that wind was trying to blow them out there. I don't know, but anyway.
Let's go to
the clips.
With Restoration Village, 13 families who had nowhere to go, tonight they are turning a key and laying their heads in one of our transition homes. That is not politics. That is compassion. That is humanity. Heritage. You waited 18 years for a road. They gave you excuses. You asked for a safe place for your children, and we delivered 2 parts. Those are receipts. Freeport Ridge, you spent decades navigating holes. Today, 1.5 miles of road is being laid down, and that is not talk, that is action. Hudson Estate, when the bulk waste piled up, our pristine Pine Ridge team moved it away. And your road works will begin this week.
I was too distracted by
Is it
that
the flap
flag
and
in the
flag?
back, and then the shirt was just.
Poor
That
Ginger.
wind killed Ginger them last night. I don't know what was happening. Did y'all not do the weather report?
I don't know.
I don't know what was going on. It looked like Batman. I barely heard what Ginger said, but I think she was saying some roadworks and stuff were happening, and some housing and other stuff that they were doing for the people in Grand Bahama. But that wind tore them up.
Yeah.
We do have another clip from Kingsley Smith, so let's play that one as well.
Up and the cameras are on. Oh, I ain't. Oh, the cut behind you gonna get. West Grand Bahama is not your playground to play tourists. It is the home of the PLP and home of commitment to progress. They tell lies because they have no truth to stand on. They create OI excuses because they have no OI execution. Don't lose focus. Do not let their noise drown out the sound of progress. Their talk is cheap, but our work is loud, tried, and proven.
I still can't get over the wind.
Yeah.
I hear you, Kingsley, but that wind was ready to take you away. Someone said that is how it is, but they was in the sea area. That's the weather in Grand Bahama.
Yeah. I know one thing, my brother. I hope they was tying them people down, because whatever ain't tied down out there could blow away. That was no joke out there.
Yeah.
Serious weather.
Anyway, I did not watch the entire rally, so I cannot tell you how well it was attended.
Brave Davis was pretty good. I have to admit, the Prime Minister, and you know, his speechwriters continue to prepare a speech for him, but I want them to consider something, like just write an opening salvo for the Prime Minister and let him rip. Because I noticed last night he kept trying to get back to his speech. And can I tell you that once Brave hit his stride, boy, like he like an old Chevy truck. You know, you start it in the morning and go, but once she leveled, oh my friend, you can't cut that engine off. Once Brave hit that stride.
Yeah, sometimes, but I think sometimes when you let him speak off the cuff, he say things like the not so smart thing he said about the gaming thing. He could have just said no comment.
But he's a different man on a rally stage.
You think on the rally stage?
Yeah. He talked about
I'll give you
novice
that.
leadership. He talked about the Oban. He said, y'all want rookies running your cabinet. You remember they signed the $1 million deal? They couldn't find the signature.
Oh, yes, I do remember that. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you know, we have more opportunities from it. I'm sure they're going to have one big mass rally at some point, as well as the F&M.
Yeah.
I do know that I think the F&M is having
A rally
one
tonight.
Tomorrow.
Today's Tuesday, isn't it?
Oh, today's Tuesday.
Yes,
Boy,
they're having a rally tonight. We have the flyer. I don't think we have it, but we have the flyer.
Okay, so they're having their East rally, is it?
No, it's the South.
It's their South rally. Okay,
Yeah.
so the F&M is
'Cause
having
it's
their...
going to be Darren Enfield.
Okay.
The fellow with the Golden Gates.
Yes, because it's in the Carmichael Road area.
It's going to be
okay. Yes.
And the funny thing about it is, Auntie Pia having Big Bashman Party one corner over.
Auntie Pia say we can see who crowd.
We can see who got the biggest crowd.
No.
It's literally one corner separating.
Now,
those
Auntie
two.
Pia, no, I love it. Auntie Pia can't win that crowd thing because the F&M thing is going to be multiple constituencies and people from multiple.
Well, it's just going to show how she don't fool around.
No, Pia say y'all can have what y'all
Y'all have
want.
whatever y'all have.
But I already promised my people that I have in this grill and chill.
Yeah, they having a bashman splashman.
That's not what that said. That
What
said
is it?
grill and chill.
Same thing. Sounds the same way to me.
Anyway,
Yeah, and it's so if you so they're having theirs at the plaza.
Mm-hmm.
There's the fishing market with P them renovating.
Mm-hmm.
Then there's a corner.
Yes.
Through the very next corner is where
That's
P intend to have a. And I hear she planned to block the road. I was told. I just tell you what the wind tell me. You see all the wind blowing?
That's
what I
the
hear
wind
in
will
the
tell you that?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I guess we'll wait and see. There are going to be a lot of rallies coming up. Nomination day is also going to be a day that
So
we'll
on
get
your way to
hear
the
from a lot
F&M
of them.
thing, you can stop by Auntie P, get a little bit of chicken.
You cannot go by Auntie P in that red shirt and go get no chicken.
Don't put your red shade on until you go.
Anyway, we have a couple more minutes. Let me read some of the comments before we take a break. And don't forget, we do have a special guest at 5 o'clock, so do not go anywhere. Someone say it's at Maddie Nottage Church. Pia thing or the rally?
No.
The rally.
No. The rally is supposed to be. Let's see where the rally is.
Put these filthy, no good murderers to sleep. I agree. Okay. I want to know how Bahamians can get actual cash back from taxes. Whoever propose and execute that in the first 100 days will get my vote.
So it says April
Unfortunately,
4th,
I haven't seen
Golden Gates
anything.
World Outreach
You heard me
Ministries.
talking?
I was telling the people they lie.
I was literally in the middle of a sentence. You're
Go
going to
ahead.
wait till I finish this. And I must vote for you?
Listen, we are FNAs and we don't play.
Go tell the people where it is.
It is at the Golden Gates Outreach. That's even worse, that closer. It's at the Golden Gates Outreach Ministries parking lot.
Okay.
That's worse because Auntie Pia thing, okay, so Auntie Pia thing, the corner Auntie Pia thing, true, lead right to that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sonny, please slap leaving. For what leaving do you? I mean, I just want to slap him for myself, but I just want to know what I slapping him for.
Y'all ain't know they train me in unarmed hand-to-hand combat.
Everyone wants to go because they ain't paying for it. Agreed. Did y'all see the video where Auntie Mia said she was able to state everyone she did over the year? I think maybe everything she did over the year. Brave could probably never. No, I didn't see the video, and that's shocking because this one love Auntie Mia.
Yeah.
He will send me 15 videos of Auntie Mia.
Isn't she wonderful?
Do you? But you don't have that video.
You don't know what I have.
You didn't send it.
I was keeping secret.
I agree. Everyone doesn't need to travel. Not gonna lie. Law enforcement, nurses, teachers, their pay is not good. Agreed. They do need raises. I just want to know how they're gonna give all these raises, the money, because everybody plan on cutting everything. They cutting.
I actually want to go to this
They
to listen
cutting
to
stuff.
India.
You heard me speaking?
I listening to you.
I mean, you just so rude. Are they still giving out 100K per person? I think that was last election, but they say it was 100K. This one is the acre of land. So I don't know if they're giving it both, because I could retire. You give me an acre land and 100K.
You would need $100,000 to develop this acre of
But
barren
it was supposed to be 100K a year, right?
Yeah, but your first 2 years you can spend developing this barren land in Landville Point.
Anyway, we have a guest coming up. Don't go anywhere. We still have things to give away, and we're opening up the phone lines, hopefully, at 5:30.
Are you ready to be an FNA? Are you ready to be an FNA?
Vibes is resilience in motion. So even when things go out of sync, we do what it takes to bring the vibes back. At BTC, we understand your vibes because we live it. That's why we are dedicated to building a network as resilient as you, with a team of familiar faces working every day to keep you on beat. You are at the heart of everything we do. Our commitment is to keep your vibes flowing, no matter what.
Okay, guys, this is what we doing today. We training for the bounce back. This a 150K payday. Y'all ready? Yes. Y'all sweating today. Give me a 2 ball. 10. Give me another 2 ball. 15. You spin, right? It don't look so. It's 10K. Name these games after me. Fruit Dragon.
Fruit Dragon.
Cinema Classic.
Cinema Classic.
Yeah. Put that parlay in. Put that in. You know, Jalen Brunson disappointed us last time. You want to walk for this or you want to run for this? Good pace. Good pace. Not too much water. Put it down. Let's go.
It's the Bounce Back 150K payday. Big wins for 10 weeks straight. 15K every week. 10K to a lucky winner. Visit islandluck.com for more info. Island Luck. Winners live here.
Welcome to Paradise Premium Foods, where exceptional taste meets everyday convenience. Right in the heart of Hurricane Hole Plaza, whether you're planning a beachside brunch, an intimate dinner, or simply restocking your favorites, we offer only the finest selection of local and imported goods, handpicked for quality, freshness, and flavor. At Paradise Premium Foods, shopping is effortless, service is personal, and every visit feels like a treat. From gourmet meals to go to organic essentials and indulgent treats, this is your neighborhood market elevated. Live well, eat better. Discover Paradise Premium Foods, now open at Hurricane Hole Plaza, Paradise Island. Paradise Premium Foods. Taste the difference.
It's time for Quick Draw. Get out your tickets now. We're playing Quick 2, 3, and 4. Good luck.
Welcome back to Eye on the Nation.
Hello, welcome back to Eye on the Nation. I'm Levin Miller.
I'm Sandy Brown.
And we're joined in studio by...
The ladies' man, apparently.
Thank you very much, Adrian Johnson. I received that in the name of Jesus.
That's what the people tell me now. They said when we introduce you, we have to introduce you as the ladies' man. I didn't know that that's what... I thought it was Lionheart.
I am the Lionheart of
slash
Freetown.
the ladies' man.
Slash the community man.
Yeah.
I'm all of it.
Okay.
Wow, I'm all of it.
All right, well, welcome to the
But
show.
focus on the ladies.
And as leader of the woman, then I could endorse that.
I asked him. He said his whole life he been focused on the ladies.
Oh, boy.
I don't know. But anyway, we focus on politics right now. So welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
We all know that you are running independent now for Freetown.
I am.
So we all know the story, or we heard parts of the story that led you to that. But you can tell our audience why it is that you decided that that was something that you needed to do.
Well, looking at the political climate and what we have seen before in the past when it comes to politics and candidates, and I have a big problem in the way the parties, the major parties in this country, select candidates.
Okay.
I still tried, like you said, you're aware, tried to get off F&M nomination. I was unsuccessful with that, so I decided, because I knew what I wanted to do and what I wanted to accomplish, and me wanting to represent the people of Freetown, I decided to go in alone.
Okay.
My people came behind me. They support me in huge numbers, and they want me to continue this fight to be the next member of Parliament for Freetown, and I'm mere weeks away from that.
Okay. So you're very confident that that's something that you're going to be able to do.
Well, my people gave me all, first of all, God, the creator of the universe, is in charge of all things. Second to God, my people of Freetown assured me that, Blue, you're going to get it. When I say my people, I mean the vast majority of the constituents of Freetown. You know, being around elections, you would hear people talk, oh, this one got that, oh, the FNM got that, the PLP got that, this one got that. But they never say how you feel. One thing saying it and one thing feeling the ground. And this is what I said to the leader of the FNM when he and I spoke months ago. I said, you guys are not in tune with the ground. I do not know who's giving you guys your intel and your information, but they're misleading you. And I say that to say this: the ground is all blue.
We know that the Bahamian electorate is
funny.
The best definition that I could give is fickle, right? They change on a whim. I too have taken the independent journey. I know what it sounds like when people are cheering for you. I know that there are times when you feel the confidence build behind your back, right? I understand that as the independent candidate. That doesn't always materialize at the poll, though. How exactly, or what exactly, is the ground saying to you that gives you the kind of confidence that the win you feel at your back today will materialize at the poll on May 12th?
I had some help with that. And let me tell you where it helped. Thank goodness for you guys in the past who went independent before me. And the time is right. In all things, timing is everything. And because of the political parties in the future, whoever become government turn out to do or not do things that they promise, they get the voters ticked off. Every election, more and more get ticked off. Now, fast forward to now, I'm a very unique candidate in this regard. Number one, I am from the community, born and bred, never left. I've always contributed to my community. The ground is sick and tired of both parties, but what I find is that they have not found someone, with all due respect to anyone else, who they could go behind. You know what? You're that guy or girl, lady. And until me, because, like I said, a unique situation, more, for lack of a better word, perfect storm.
Okay.
All right? And so when you add these things up, with me being from the community, doing that no other, and these are the words of the people in Freetown, no other candidate or member of parliament has ever done in the Freetown constituency. They're talking and putting me in circles with A.D. Hanna. All right? When it comes to A.D. Hanna and representing vast majority of the Camp Road area. So that's way back then. And I think politics and politicians and candidates has lost their way, and I don't think we have had a good slew of candidates in at least 35 years.
On the ground, because you've been canvassing for a while, which is why I think you decided that you were going to go independent even after you didn't get the nomination. What are some of the things that the people in Freetown are saying that they need the most or they have lacked in representation? What are the things that they're coming to you and saying, look, if you do this, then you are guaranteed our vote?
Well, no one ever came to say this to me because I don't allow you to go there with me. First of all, I'm doing whatever I need to do for the community. I see what needs to be done, and I will do my endeavor best with my resources and my talents to get it done. If you come to me and say, Blue, if you want my vote, you have to do this or that, I will tell you, and I will say it again, keep your vote. I don't play politics. I don't play around with that, Bahamas. Keep your votes. Andrew Blue Johnson has the best interests of Freetown at heart, and I will do the job. You cannot, and I will never let anyone hold me. And that could be, because once you agree to that, well, I'll give you this for that. The minute you finish that conversation and you walk two buildings down, 2 houses down, someone already got a call. Whoa, he said he could do this, and once he give me that, I would have to do it for everyone. I would not be able to sustain that, and I don't play those type of games. I will do my endeavor best to do what's best for the community. Now, in the process, individuals will get certain things from me personally, but my main focus is the entire community of Freetown. That is who I am. That is what I'm going to do. And if you do not agree with that, then maybe you don't want proper and true representation. And I am not going to be those political people who would say, man, do this, or I will do that. I want to represent you very badly. I don't need to. And we all know the difference between needs and wants.
You mentioned the name Adriana, right? And we have to recall that Freetown was one of the few constituencies that has had some boundary changes. It looks more now like the constituency of Adriana versus what they have created over the past 10 years, right? I asked ChatGPT who is Andrew Blue Johnson and what is his most noted contributions over the next 5 years. This is our guru.
Our third host, yeah.
And ChatGPT said Andrew Blue Johnson is a rising political figure in the Bahamas, currently seeking to represent the Freetown constituency. He has a deep community root in Camp Road, combined with his push for grassroots change that makes him someone to watch over the next 5 years. They conclude by saying Andrew Blue Johnson is not just another candidate. He represents a blend of generational community ties and political ambition. Over the next 5 years, his ability to connect everyday Bahamians and translate that into political influence will determine whether he becomes a major player in shaping the future of the Bahamas in politics. As the independent candidate, though, right, you said that people are now likening you to an Adriana. But Adriana always had the machine with him. Adriana always had the resource of government with him. He's been deputy prime minister at some point. And so to have that reach and to have that connectivity wasn't always as difficult as it could be because of the resource. You don't think that possibly you and other like-minded independents not create a coalition, but certainly lean in on one another to try and build the level of resource that it would take to represent a Freetown?
Andrew Blue Johnson is doing everything independently with his people. No affiliation with any political party, no financial donors. Everything I'm doing for my community is from my own personal resources. Now, I've heard some people ask the question, I don't know if this is more of the question you're asking me, what can an independent do, or how seriously can you take an independent if you vote for him? I could say it with this, I could answer it this way. I've said earlier that there's been no candidate, whether you're a government minister who represented Freetown or the area of Camp Road and the surrounding areas that comprise of Freetown, what I have done. So if I'm doing this, and what I've done in 9 months, or close to 9 months, that someone has not done in a term, being a cabinet minister over decades, that says it all if you really look at it. And when you say independent candidate, what can, and I know I watch you many times, and you think differently than others, the way we respond to things. And I would say this to you. If you could do these things now as an independent, and also that the opposition, what is an opposition? Yes, official opposition to oppose the government, whatever they do. But as the other, you could school me on politics and finance, and I'm all open for schooling because I love knowledge. But does the opposition get a different set of money than any other candidate?
No, everybody gets the same.
Everyone gets the same set of money. And if the opposition gets the same set of money, me being an independent, and just say if it's an opposition, I could have more sway with a government, whoever that government may be, to get things done separate and apart from my own financial finances, along with the government finances. But then there are certain things I can't do because you will have need government approvals, where you touch on certain things. But to get those approvals, they'll be more favorable to Andrew Blue Johnson than leader of the opposition, because who would want to make an opposition member look good as a government? You don't get that. You would never get it. So basically what I'm saying in essence, we all are independents. But the difference is I get to be that independent that they like.
You did say, you mentioned that you said you did more in the past 9 months than the Member of Parliament would have done in the time that they were there. Can you tell us some of the things that you have done for the community and what your plans for the community are and what you would continue to do if and when you are elected?
Well, first off, what I have done that I have not seen in a long time, I'm bringing the community together. That's the first thing, number one. And the way I'm doing that is by starting by cleaning up the area. Just going around properties I've cleaned. I don't have the numbers on me, but many properties in the area, take out the, and I'm just talking about pushing back, talking about cleaning out the garbage, the dirt, and debris and all of that. What happens then is now I start to see the people, the pride come back. Because, you know, if you have a property that's full of garbage, and you want to throw another piece of garbage on it, nothing, you know, all right. But when you clean it out, even if they want to be nasty and throw something, they'll think twice. You know what, this little clean, and people watching what I do, I monitor these property. So if someone were to drop something on this property or one of these properties the following day, I'm right there on it. Oh, and I'll post you live, and I'll tell you, but you're nasty self and this that. Because guess what, man? No. We tried, and the good people of Freetown want to keep this property and community clean. So the nasty ones, that I can put you on blast, and you still can vote for me. And if you don't vote for me, that's because you're nasty and you want to come out. We ain't need all that. Let's keep it.
Yeah.
Because if you're really serious about bringing Freetown back to when I was a boy, you ain't throwing nothing in the place. Because especially if you know someone's spending their resources and trying to do good for the community. And also with cleaning, you reduce certain crime elements. I just had a constituent call me day before yesterday, where I cleaned the property right there on New Bowl Lane. I just cleaned it on Tuesday. I push out, it was a huge property, push out and take a lot and push the rest back, because the ones I get pushed back is where it's just debris. But a lot of the front area of these properties, people put stoves, fridge, garbage. So whenever I start to clear up and I see garbage, no, that got to go out. So I push a lot of the property back, probably at least an acre land, or close to it. And the police came in that area, because the elderly mother lives there, and she always had problems with fellas putting stuff in the bushes and what have you. The police came, and because I pushed and cleaned so much up, it had limited small areas for them to look, and they found some drugs. All right, when they come and but they didn't arrest anyone, but they got some intelligence and they found some drugs, and that made her happy. The lady is about almost 80 years old. So stuff like that helps with crime. Fixing the best I can people's roofs and whatever they may have with their house that I can do within reason now. If you have a whole roof need to be fixed, well, that's social services. And I'll tell you, see these politicians, they are afraid to talk to the people in a real way and let them understand you. See, when I go to my people, they know I come in hard and hot, because they know that's how blue go, because they know me. You know, that's why I can do certain things and look good doing it, because that's who I always been.
If you have this level of affluence and influence, you may not be able to be the member of parliament, because the party system is what it is. Clifford Scavala said something to me in public life. He said, in public life, you won't be able to fix everything. Find the one thing that you want to fix and fix that thing. There are any number of government corporations, government boards, BC chairmanship, water and sewer.
That's small time. I ain't looking for none.
And I'm talking, but these are things that affect people right at their doorstep.
Yeah, but that's a small time. People looking for small things. I ain't that.
What are you looking for?
Looking to be the leader of this country soon.
Oh, that is your goal.
Very soon, yeah. Looking to be the leader of this country. And guess what? To be honest, what we have so far, and when you talk about representation, these jokers make it easy for me. Because all you have to do be disciplined and do the work, and the people will see what you are all about. But in the past, what you've been getting, man, listen, that's why I say the time is right for me. And once I break that glass ceiling, all the time for those pussycats will be gone.
But they say that you are, when we asked our non-biased consultant, ChatGPT, they mention your community route, your grassroots tie. It sounds like community advocacy, community leadership. And again, the route through the community most times is more at a breadbasket level, more at a grassroots level, people not getting running water to their houses. There are still places in your community where standpipes exist. I think that's St. James Road area.
There's a lot of areas. And streets in James
Road.
Right,
and so there are things that literally you could take the bull by the horn and say that when I leave, or through my partnership with this group or with that group, there will be no more standpipes in Freetown. No one anywhere in the world will be able to take that as an accomplishment of Blue Johnson in his time in Freetown. Are you saying that you run the risk of running as an independent and not being returned to the people of Freetown, how then do you continue this community effort if you aren't successful?
I've been doing this community effort for decades, way before politics. The only difference is now you know me now because I'm in the political realm and I've decided to publicize certain things because that's how politics go. People need to see what you're doing. Who needs to see it? All right? But the people of Freetown knew and know that I've been doing these type of things and more for decades. And when you say community, I get a sense that, Blue, you could be a community leader and you still get a job and do everything and still doing for your people. Yeah, that's a step, and I'm doing all of that, but with a goal. And however this election goes, I am positioning myself whether anyone with any kind of sense, in any kind of leadership, but whoever left after this election, if you don't come looking for me, you'll be the biggest idiot in the world.
So let me ask you something. I
think I wanted to join the FNS.
He definitely, you wouldn't get in with that. You say that your ambition politically is to one day be prime minister. You were affiliated with a political party, or wanted to be, and they chose to go in a different direction. If you do not win your seat, but you garner a lot of votes, and one of them were to approach you and say, next time we want you to be a part of us, are you open to joining one of the two, well, let me be fair, 3 major parties?
I will win my seat.
And when you do, is the conversation of, we've seen in this country's history before.
Sorry, will you still do that? Would you go and join one of the major parties?
I will wait for that day to come and let the sensible heads come together and realize whoever's the losers in this one, if you don't come looking for me and come looking for me with sense, and the only way it could work is if you invite me to be leader, not to join, not to be some, whatever party would come out of this election has to be rebranded, gutted. The only thing I will keep, Andrew Blue Johnson, is the foundation, the 4 walls, and the roof. All the plumbing, electrical, and furnishing have to go. So you know, when you come, and come you will, be ready for that, all right?
What do you do
if you want to win.
What do you do with those entrenched people? Because, people own these parties in their minds. I don't get me wrong, we've seen the introduction of Hubert Ingram into the Free National Movement. I think it was in 88 or 89, and we saw what that turned into in 1992. Definitely not an F&M at the time. Someone that has served as highest chairman in the Progressive Liberal Party at the time became the blue-eyed boy of the FNM. So we know that it's possible. That was a long time ago, and a lot of the world has changed, and a lot of the things have changed. Do you think are you suggesting to me that you think that this time in history is giving way to that kind of momentum again?
Thank you very much for saying that.
Okay.
What is Blue? Just curious. For those of you who don't know Andrew Blue Johnson, where did the nickname Blue come from? Well, and I noticed everything is blue. Is blue your favorite color?
Sorry,
is that where it came from?
I didn't hear it. You said notice everything's what?
Blue.
Oh, thank you very much. Now, when I was in C.I. Gibson...
I can't. Even the rings. I'm looking, everything is blue. Is that where it came from? The watch is blue?
And be honest. Blue look good wearing it.
Oh, my God. Listen, I tell you one thing. They can never say you don't have confidence. Because you have it. I mean, enough for everybody in there. But where did blue come from? Where did the nickname come from?
When I was in C.I. Gibson, the school attire was navy blue pants, white shirt. Now, in the 7th grade, a style of pants was DC, D-E-E-C-E-E. And that was what's happened. Everyone wanted that pants. I had it in grade 7. In grade 8, my old man decided this, you know what, I'm going to get you some tailor-made. Beautiful, nice tailor off of East Street. Pants was to the T. Wrong color. It was a sky blue material. And I don't know how the hell the authorities, the administration of C.I. Gibson allowed me to wear that pants. But my friends started teasing me, blue pants. And eventually, they would laugh. Eventually, the word pants just dropped. They say blue. And that's how it stuck.
And it just stuck. And now you're wearing it with a lot of pride.
Now he has become Andrew Blue
become
Johnson.
Andrew Blue Johnson.
What's your name again?
Sani.
Sani. Beautiful.
So, okay, Freetown Most people, again, as somebody that has had an independent candidacy myself, the one thing I've learned over time is sometimes the hardest place to represent is the place you're from. I've said before that, there was a time as a younger man, had you asked me if there was some place I wanted to represent, I couldn't think of somewhere that wasn't South Beach. I know the problems there, I know the challenges there, and besides, if I don't fix them, I get to live with them. Over time, after some introspection, after some introspection, you realize that sometimes the place you live just isn't the easiest place or the best place to represent. Has your mind thought about, if not Freetown, where else?
No. To get me from here to the promised land goes through Freetown or nothing.
Yeah, but Freetown can change based on how you move a boundary.
Freetown, when I say Freetown, I represent or trying to represent the constituency of Freetown. But wherever Camp Road goes from north to south, that's where I would go.
Okay.
What you could call it, whatever you call it.
Okay.
That's where I could go.
Okay.
My producer's being so trusty right now, and I'm trying to focus. We're going to give you, because it's almost time for you to go.
Sure.
The time has run out. We're going to give you a couple of minutes.
Definitely fun.
It definitely, and let me tell you, we said that too. We did our version of Versus, where we would go on the candidates' pages and pull videos and stuff for them. And I did, and I've never met you before, and I did say you seem to have a lot of personality, and the personality showed in your videos. You seem to be very for the people, because I think there were videos of you like playing dominoes and having a little drink or two with some of the people in the community, and that definitely is coming through in person as well. You do have a lot of personality. I give you that. But I do want to give you a couple of minutes.
See, but let me just jump. Oh,
Okay.
Can I go now?
No, yes. Say whatever you want to say to the people of Freetown.
Yes, I thank you for that, with the personality and all of that. But you have to be well-rounded, as they say. The personality, but if my personality just came without no proof or evidence doing some work, I'll just be all personality. I don't think I'm that. I got some grit behind that.
Okay.
All right. Now, the people of Freetown, Levon, when you said, Levon it is, right?
It's Levon, but that's
Levon,
yeah.
sorry. When you say that because you live in the area, you find it hard to represent. Let me tell you something. I love the people so much. I am always in. I own and operate. When my son now is the operations manager, my 36-year-old is of 3. It's operations manager now, so it gives me the time. That's why the time is perfect for me. I said to do what I could do and spend time in my community. But when I leave my office 5 p.m. before I open my constituency office, I'm in the area playing my dominoes, doing whatever I do because I love being there. All this pomp, pageantry, and these events and balls, I would only go to those things in the past if I kind of have to, for whatever reason, whether for networking or whatever. All right? And the last thing I wanted to say is that to tell the people of Freetown and reiterate to them, everything is still blue. Dark blue.
There you have it. Blue Johnson in Freetown. And if all else failed, you could come and I'd make you deputy of the effort.
No, lead up.
You don't want to be a part of this. He said
Whatever
the
party.
F and it. You don't want to be a part of that.
Whatever is left.
Vibes is resilience in motion. So even when things go out of sync, we do what it takes to bring the vibes back. At BTC, we understand your vibes because we live it. That's why we are dedicated to building a network as resilient as you, with a team of familiar faces working every day to keep you on beat. You are at the heart of everything we do. Our commitment is to keep your vibes flowing, no matter what.
It's time for Quick Draw. Get out your tickets now. We're playing Quick 2, 3, and 4. Good luck.
Welcome back to Eye on the Nation.
After that interview, I just Blue ready to go, my friend. I can tell you that.
I will say this. It was very pleasant. I don't know what's going on with my eye lately.
Come on, raise your hand again. Heal his eye in Jesus' name.
You tried to do it before and
Amen.
it didn't work. Because it's still, something's still happening. Before we get back into everything, let me just remind you guys that with Canoe, Bahamian businesses can access their funds right at home. They have easy, faster payouts, processing payments 24/7, and you can move money at your own convenience. So Bahamian business owners can accept payments online with Canoe, explore Canoe's API and invoicing features, and get paid locally and internationally. Canoe is a Bahamian fintech helping local merchants accept payments fast and easy, and Canoe also empowers entrepreneurs to get paid quickly and to grow. All right, back to that. Very interesting interview. I must say, of all the guests that we've had so far, he was not a word, but I'm going to say it, the funnest.
Yeah.
You could definitely feel his energy.
Mm-hmm.
I do like his personality.
Mm-hmm.
I must say
You feel like one of your cousins.
Yes, he feels like someone you could say, and you know, I keep saying that about people, and he did make a point even when I said it. The personality matters, but it also matters what you're able to do and the substance. And it seems as though he's backing up the substance, the personality with the substance.
Yeah.
So good for him. I must say, in the campaign post-awards, as an independent, he's doing a good job keeping up.
Yeah.
If part of where I work is in the constituency, and he all up on them polls.
Yeah, he looks like a Baptist preacher. He has something like this. I say.
Yeah, but one thing
he could be a Baptist preacher.
One thing I can say with him, he like how he look, because the photos, the other photos on the campaign posters, they look like political photos.
Yeah.
They look like, okay, your campaign manager tell you take that photo, look studious. His photos look like
I'm blue.
Alluring,
I'm gonna be your member of parliament. Blue, one blue.
I don't know. That's what his photos give. But good luck to him.
I could almost hear the music in the background playing.
I know. I definitely said when we did the verses that he seems to be one of the independent candidates that you would have to look out for.
Yeah.
And that's basically because he did his groundwork before. He was promised the seat. And so he was in there working and doing what he needed to do. And then F&M say, well, the PLB did this switch and they did this, so we got to do this switch. And he was like, y'all can switch all y'all want. I ain't switching.
But he said that. He said, I tell them, y'all ain't listening to the ground, my friend.
And the ground don't want XYZ, but,
The good thing about May 12 is, my granddaddy would say, May 12 ain't going. May 12 coming.
The only thing I do not want him to rely on is the people, child. When he say, the people tell me, people?
Yeah, because you remember the people tell Tingham too. Yeah.
The people? And I don't know the people in Freetown, and I'm not saying that these are how these type of people are, but let me tell you.
But you know what they say, Negroes are Negroes wherever you find
They will
Negroes.
go in their PLP shirt, vote for the F&M, go in their blue shirt and vote for the PLP, or go and spoil the ballot because they don't want to vote for none. I just saying, I do not trust the people.
Yeah.
After we done see all the people, the crowds, the F&M had big crowds last election.
Yeah.
Wipeout.
No
Just
vote.
putting it out there. But anyway, very interesting. Let me read some of the comments that people were saying about him. Some people saying that he has a lot of confidence. Some people say it's arrogance. I guess it depends on who you ask. They said he has some great ideas. They really like him. They like his ideas. Blue tried to carry Sally. No, man, he was just being nice. Mr. Johnson, I have a high confidence when they saw someone else say he trying to carry. Someone say, don't fight Blue for me. This man don't want me, and that man don't want me. Right? Don't stop. It's a professional show. This election is going to be interesting. I do agree with that.
I must take this from a noodle more on my box. That makes sense.
Freetown is more than just Camp Road. Someone said, Johnson, best wishes, stand for what you believe in. There are people in our comments arguing back and forth with each other. I'm not reading y'all comments. Like y'all, they haven't, one person say something and then they haven't big UBP, PLP, F&M argument in here.
Over Blue?
No.
Oh.
Did this go back to when we was talking about promises that the party from the Grand Bahama thing.
Okay.
Sorry, this go back to that.
Oh boy.
And they just going back forth. Someone say, very interesting interview. I think if we are looking objectively, Blue can potentially hurt both Deal and Monroe, depending on whose support he's pulling from. I think he will pull a lot of the F&M support because he was originally there.
Yeah.
But I also think that he will get some of the PLP support because he's someone that lives and is doing things
Plus
in
the boundary
the community.
shift has to be calculated.
Yeah.
You have to calculate that boundary shift because that boundary shift changes the demographics of that seat considerably.
Yeah, but you know, people say they love his confidence, so we'll see what happens. I did, before the break and before we did the interview.
And ChatGPT was kind of damn.
And ChatGPT say, I could not find anything on this.
I know
I don't know them to have a job. Chatty really is be doing the most.
Yeah.
But anyway, we do have things we're gonna give away, so we are gonna do that. But I did challenge someone, not challenge, but someone in the comments did say we weren't being fair because the PLP also had wrapped polls. And I said, well, show them, send me the photos. I can only talk about what we have, and they did. So here are the photos that they sent me. That's clearly the PLP colors. Can you see what road this is from that?
Yeah, this dumping ground gone up.
So who would be the...
That would be... Now, I think one side of this road is St. Barnabas, but I think the other side would be Baintown. So I think this side of the road would be Baintown.
Okay.
And that would make it Wade Watson.
Wade, go take them down. What's
Not
the
for
next?
our sake, Wade, for Christ's sake.
And for BPL's sake, go take them down. This
Speed
is the
and
same.
do it.
But what is the purpose? I need somebody to keep telling... What? This don't make... That makes sense?
So let me ask you a question. You think Rick Fox saw Wade 10 Claude, right? And say 10
One of them
Claude.
saw the next one and say they was going to do it.
Ha! Watch this. Because this boy got the whole of Garden Hills wrap up. I tell you, this look like swaddling clothing. I don't understand what is happening with this stuff on this Lambo. Wait, speed and take that down. Go now.
Go take them down. The Fox, take yours down. Wade, if they yours, take them down. BPL say you're causing problems, take them down.
Don't make us have to call Shanta for you.
Put up a sign just like everybody else, man. Come on.
Yeah.
And it don't look good. It makes no
Plus,
sense.
how much this material costs?
Buy the material and make some shirts or something. Give the people some money. I like election season because I feel like everybody has got a little money. All the small businesses.
Get this material to people to drape their house because there are some people that would do that. There are some sycophants.
Drape your house.
There are some sycophants. There are sycophants out there who will, what you mean, happily drape their house and fly flag off of them. Yeah, give it to them. For Christ's sake, though, take it off BPL Lamport.
Anyway, back to the things that we're giving away.
Oh, yeah.
We're giving away things. Y'all been on us from the beginning of the show.
They leave their thing here. They leave this grocery here.
Oh, yeah.
You don't want no grocery, beloved.
We had a grocery thing that was sitting here. It had to been for weeks now.
Yeah.
And y'all ain't come for it. So we're going to give it to somebody else.
So you get nothing.
So we have a grocery voucher that we're going to give away. And we have more of those $150.
Man, any man
21st
out there
century
needs some building supply.
We have 1, 2, 3.
We ain't running out.
4.
We ain't running out. And I spoke to Auntie P today.
We have 5, so we ain't running out.
I spoke to Auntie P today. And you know Auntie P said? Auntie P said, just give her about 48 hours. She been doing a little traveling, right? You know, she kind of is getting up there in age. The jet lag. I don't know. She said, things coming. Oh, tell the people.
Tell the people things coming. You
Auntie
relax.
P is on the way.
All right. So, yeah, someone say they don't look good. Yeah, they don't look good. I don't understand. I don't understand. That's what's so shiny. They will smile in your face and take whatever they give. Just like y'all, the people say, y'all F&M haters, I don't like y'all. They were talking about me and you. And then
But
say,
they come to the show every day.
no,
but
and
they
then
want-
comment under it and say, I want something.
Yeah.
You just called me an old hater and then ask me for
Let
something.
your F&M self. Yeah.
I mean, come on,
See,
man.
every time you say F&M, you see the camera just blurred.
Anyway.
Don't talk about the F&M.
One day they were praising Jesus, the next they were crucifying. Amen to that.
Yeah.
Sadly, the F&M didn't help. We were on lockdown. It's the PLP and the Christie that had the big, the big crowd and was slaughtered at the polls. You are very correct. Stacy Smith. All right. So how we giving away things? We give them in the comments, call us, we open up the phone lines.
I want a man to call me. If
Give
you got
the
one
phone
roof
number out.
that one player so fans been calling you about, and you really need to fix this woman roof, call me. I will help you out, my brother.
It's why only men? You mad that women?
You fixing roof?
You mad that women were
you
calling for
fixing
this?
roof.
The women who were calling was fixing roof. Anyway, someone say I won't be able to find no red satin fabric for the next 10 years.
Yeah, all you just call Rick.
Wade
You know
has
where all
full
is.
coverage in Bay and Town. Every poll. Wade, go and take him down.
Speed and do it.
BTL say
Speed
take
and do
him
it.
down. Go and they don't look
How
good.
brave let you get away with that?
They don't look good.
Speed to Town and take them off.
Anyway, so we're gonna start giving out things. Give the number for people who want to call in.
323-775-698-0775. And of course, we kind of biased, so we could do one. We could do two again today for GG people.
Okay, so 2 of these are going strictly to now. Listen now, we get cussed out yesterday.
Yeah.
We tell mom call back because we follow the rules. Okay, I be saying call back. Mom say I am not calling back. Y'all.
If mom call back, we get one of these.
Mom cussed us out yesterday. You don't give people things for cussing you out.
They'll cuss never kill nobody.
Not you who when the people cuss you out and then they pass away and then you turn around and then the people cuss you
Jesus
again.
do that for me.
See, anyway, follow the rules. So we're gonna give 2 to people in Pia's constituency.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna.
And then everybody else line up and the Pia got you all covered.
So we're gonna start with Golden Gates first. I'm gonna give 1 to Golden Gates in the comments.
No, I think you
and
should take
call
one
to Golden
random
Gates.
people.
1 random at the comments.
Yeah. And then 2 Golden Gates people on the phone.
So that's 3. You slow now.
No.
That's 3. Okay,
No,
and
the
then
random person you could pick from offline.
okay.
And then you could get
The
want to
2.
give the 2.
Okay. All right. Gotcha. All right. People on the phone lines. Hi, caller. Welcome to the show.
Hi, good day.
Hi.
Hey, caller.
Hi, caller. You're here.
Hi, good day.
Good day to you too.
Good day. How's everything, Sonny? Looking nice.
Thank you.
They don't miss a chance.
Mr. Miller.
Hey, I look nice. I don't know if I look nice.
Man, you look handsome, man. You looking good.
You don't want to
You're
call
looking
them
good. You're doing a good job.
Wow.
But man, when you say any man who wife running behind him to fix the roof,
yeah,
man, you just touch a button on me.
My God, man, you hear this poor man?
Yeah, man, I could really use that assistance.
Yeah, man. Hold on now. Let me ask you a question, because this only can be able to buy 2 sheets of plywood and 2 bundles of shingles.
You don't know. 150 could go. 150 helps.
You think you need more than 2 sheets of plywood?
I think I need more than that, but that's a start.
Thank you very much. All right, caller.
That's a start.
Hold the line. Thank you so much. Are you in Golden Gates?
No, I'm not in Golden
That's
Gate.
fine.
All right.
He fixing roof for woman. And
now
I
you're
feel-
changing the rules for the people
No,
you want
I
to change
said-
the rules
No,
for
man,
now.
I said we
No,
can
no,
give...
I'm still going to give it to you, sir. I'm just saying, you see how this one is
No, I
changing the
said
rules
we
for
can
man?
give 2.
He only want to give it to man. He don't like giving things to
Because
women.
man have to fix roof for woman.
I see that. He's looking out fast, man.
I don't go look
You
out fast.
good man, Devon.
That's what they trying to say. When you fix this roof, now so fans, they ain't got a row, but this roof leaking no more. Finally, you can
Right.
sleep. Because she rowing you with the roof leaking like you was make rain. I don't make
Next
rain.
time I call you, I'll smile.
All right.
All right,
Yeah, that's
thank you.
decent, man.
Don't hang up. Hold the line. Give your name to our producer, and
he'll
he'll
bring
get
ID
your
when he come.
information. And bring ID, okay? All right, I think he hold. All right.
A decent man.
That's
just
for
wanna
him.
Fix the roof for that woman. You could imagine that woman every night. Oh, Henry, the roof leaking. Woman, I don't make rain. Why you keep asking me?
No,
why
but
the
he
roof
make
leaking?
money to fix the roof.
Yeah, but
exactly.
If the rain will stop, you wouldn't know the roof leaking.
Hi, caller. Welcome to the show. Hi.
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 I'm calling from the Foxville community. I'm not going to call again.
Is she calling from
the
Foxville?
Foxville. She not. Man, come on, man. You got to follow the rules one day.
Freddie, yes, that. You better go call one of your cousins or the Golden Gates.
Stop it.
Oh my God.
Listen. You know I be looking out for the ladies. I don't want you to go anywhere. You have to hang up though. We're gonna give this. We have to give 2 to somebody in Golden Gates. After that, we have 3 more. Slowly. 2 more. That we're gonna give to free fall. Okay?
Okay, I'll call back.
All right, call back. All right, thank you. Alrighty.
See that? Fred, you gotta send us a little something Foxtel people say they need a little something.
Hi, caller. Welcome to the show.
Hello?
Hi, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Are you from Golden Gates?
Oh, I thought it was Golden House.
Well, something golden.
Okay, it's something golden.
Yeah.
Call one of your cousins from Golden Gates, tell them call us.
Okay, so I have a little pet peeve. Back then in Freedom March, I won portrait, and I never got it.
You win a
photo shoot.
Did you ever call Mr. Al Raming?
They got my number and they said he would reach out to me.
I'm gonna give Al Raming a call. Al Raming, these people. But listen, have no fear. If you've left your number, leave it again. I'll send it to Al Raming.
All right, we found somebody else. Thank you.
Hold the line.
We found somebody else from Golden Gates, and he sent me proof with his
But we ain't giving the
photos
Golden Gates
card.
online.
Well, we have to because ain't nobody calling.
Well, the phone ain't broke down. You think?
Yeah, but I mean, okay, you broke the rules. Now I'm going to one of the Golden Gates is going to Claude Young. He sent his photos card.
Claude
this is
Young
the old
from
one.
Golden Gates.
Claude is like you.
Claude
kept his.
box.
This is not a new one.
Claude, you have a box, eh?
Claude is very what you call him? He's very
serious about not losing his photos cards, and Jessica.
Responsible is the word that I was looking for. Okay, Claude. So this one is going to be for you.
Okay.
Let me make sure this here. Well, yes.
Claude, that's your knee in this picture, Claude, because we can't identify this knee. This you?
Why have to be the knee? He sent it. Now stop it. All right. So that's 2 gone.
Okay.
All right. We still have 3 more to go.
Yeah.
Hi, caller. Welcome to the show. Hi.
Hello, good
Hi,
morning.
are you there?
Hi.
Yes, I'm here.
Are you from Golden Gates?
Yeah.
Now hold on. Which part of Golden Gates? You sure? She got a coach.
Yeah. She didn't telling him what to say.
The son calling for the video. Wait.
Huh? Now call it.
Now you gotta tell your wife or your girlfriend and let you speak.
Oh boy, I think Castro get him.
Castro did get it.
Yeah, I think Castro get him. Don't blame us. We have a producer here. You know, she takes night classes with Chucky.
Hi, caller. Welcome to the show.
Call it out.
Yes, I am. Good afternoon.
How are you?
I'm good. And you?
This gotta be from Golden
Are you
Gates.
from Golden Gates?
I am from Golden Gate.
All right. There you go. We got another Golden Gates. That's 2 Golden Gates. See, y'all can follow instructions.
I could hear it in her voice.
Yeah.
She called like a Golden Gatesian.
That's it.
What does a Golden Gatesian sound like?
Like that.
What is like that?
Say hello again, caller. Say hello again first, caller.
Hello.
See, that's how a Golden Gatesian sounds.
Hello. She sound very prestigious.
Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna have it. It's gonna be downstairs. Bring your voter's card when you come and pick it up. Hold the line though.
Congratulations.
Hold the line. My producer will take your name, all right?
All right, no problem at all.
My producer will take your name and your number. Do not hang up until they do that.
All right. All right, let's do another one in the thing. We could give the voucher to the comments.
Let's get a voucher in the comments.
All right, voucher in the comments.
Somebody with 2 sons, because women with sons need to always buy grocery.
We ain't doing that two sons.
Why
nothing.
not?
That's too,
I like that
that's
because you have to buy bread. If you have sons need bread.
Children need to eat.
You ever feed boys?
Listen, the first person to say I want a voucher.
I have 2 sons.
I keep refreshing it so I can find a person.
Baby, the first thing when he opened his eye, you know what he want? Juice. And I asked him, who does wake up with juice on their mind? What were you dreaming about? Why do you need a juice the minute you wake up? What's happening with you in your sleep?
Hi, caller. People said it. People still calling. Hi, caller. Welcome to the show.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. How are you?
We're good.
Yeah, I was trying to get one of those Peter Peter Tingham.
See this?
All right, I
and
found
he's on
someone
the heel
with
of breath,
3 sons. Huh?
He's trying to give you the breath trying to win this.
Which area you in?
We didn't give it to you.
I live on Moonshine Road.
All right, we already give away all the Golden Gate safe.
You got one pair of soft fans you need to fix one leaking roof for?
Yes, sir.
See that? And you tired of that woman asking you, but why the water coming to the roof?
So why you?
Well, I like you. I don't live with a woman, but I have a woman I can fix a roof.
Hold on now, you sound like you're implicating me. All right, no problem. Hold the line. Let the producer take your name in the number.
Oh, okay. You
So
know
they
what?
say we
We're
don't
gonna
never
give
check
something to
YouTube.
YouTube. I'm
They
gonna
say
go
we
on
don't.
YouTube right now. I'm gonna check YouTube.
YouTube, we want to make sure you always watching.
Yes, but Lorraine, she's royalty. I can need your real
We
name.
can need your real
She
name,
say,
Lorraine.
I have 3 sons. You need this.
Lorraine, and ask them, only thing boys is do, I tell you, my son is 7. He's waking up, he say, Morning, Daddy, I can have a juice, please? Jesus, you ain't been awake for 2 minutes yet. Why you need a juice?
At least he's asked. Most children just go and drink it. You will wake up the next morning
boy.
and all the juice is gone.
So, is somebody chasing you in your sleep? Why are you waking up thirsty?
So, Lorraine, I hope I pronounced that right. You have to send us your full
Send us
name.
your real name, Lorraine.
You're going to send, you're going to send the full name. Oh, geez. Someone said I have 2 sons. Wow. I done lost Lorraine and all of the, I won the vote.
Well,
Okay.
Lorraine, it ain't look good for you.
Lorraine, you got to send me that name quickly because it just keep, wow. I have 2 grown rusty boys. Lorraine, you got to send me your real name.
We have one last one left, right?
Yes, this is for,
Well,
we have
but you're
2.
the producer, y'all should have
No,
the
this
names.
one is going to go for YouTube and then you could do that for the caller.
Hold on, no. I think we overshooting.
No.
We give one to the one who want to fix the roof for soft fans. We give one to the Golden Gatesian. You give one to Tingham Knee.
To who?
The man with the knee.
That's 3.
Yeah.
And then this is for this.
That for Lorraine.
Right. That's it.
Okay. What the man with the knee name?
Claude.
Claude what?
Young.
Claude Young. That's his real name?
Let me look on the voters card thing. On the voter, it says Young Claude Prescott.
Prescott Claude Young. All right. So that's we got 3.
So that's those.
So we have 2 more.
Right. Hold on. I just gotta make sure.
One on YouTube.
What I said her name was, I done lose it.
Was your name Prestine?
It gone. Lorraine Hyacinth.
Lorraine Hyacinth.
Laurain.
Laurainhyacinth.
All right. My
Y'all
son
got
has
that?
opened the fridge and taken Mr. Malia's son is very smart. That's what they say. I dropped one on the floor. All right, let me go to YouTube. Sorry.
YouTube, we coming. We just wanted to make sure I was still there. We didn't know y'all was still there. We still be sure.
All right. Let me mute this. Now, I ain't see the comment on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
Where it is? Join the conversation. How you join it?
Mm-hmm.
Now, producer, you have to pull from YouTube because I can't see the comments. I can't see the comments on YouTube. They say there is a conversation, but I shame. It's in the corner on the side. Wow. I am so sorry. Look at all of these.
YouTube, I just want to tell y'all something. Sonny is the one who does be monitoring the conversation, child.
Look at this. I am so sorry.
Child,
so starting tomorrow, I did not know, honestly. So
tell you what, hey, don't need to apologize to them. Let me tell them. Auntie Pia say we ain't running out.
No, not just that. I just
Friday.
didn't realize that this many people were talking to us on you. And don't blame me because I already have to listen to you and monitor Facebook. What you doing?
Me and Chatties be having conversations.
Lies. Whenever Chatty, you say go ask Chatty. I have to do that. Now I have to do YouTube, Facebook, and
I cross-check your Chatty. I have the kind of Chatty link in now.
I'm so sorry, YouTube. All right. Yes, we've been waiting a long time. Every day we here talking. I'm so sorry,
Child,
YouTube.
you all blame Sonny. But Auntie Pia tell us, say, let not your heart be
You know
troubled.
what? Because of that,
Neither let it be
the last, you wouldn't do the last 2 to
Yeah,
YouTube?
man, give it to the people
The
in
last
YouTube.
2 to YouTube. All right.
And Friday when we come, YouTubians, stand by. All we have is things courtesy of
Yes,
Auntie Pia.
I am so sorry. All right. Local Island Boy.
Alexia is the YouTuber who is on every day. Alexia, come forward and be recognized.
And, hold on. Lynette. Say yes, we've been waiting a long time. Okay, Lynette.
What Alexia name is?
Lynette
Alexia what?
I don't see Alexia under here. Yes,
Oh,
I don't
boy.
see Alexia under here.
Alexia, come forward
Okay,
and be
see,
recognized.
Alexia Major 15. This guy's pretty
Is that a
interesting.
real
Is that
name?
her?
Yeah.
Well, Alexia isn't under here now. Wow, I am so sorry. And these people are top fans. All right.
There's top fan.
There's a number 2 top
Alexia
fan.
Major
That's
15.
Alexia.
Yeah.
And Angel, so we're going to give them to the top fans.
Yeah, Alexia Major 15 and who?
And the number 1 top fan is Angel Crete. She's number, or he.
We need
is
some
number
name,
1.
man.
But we need y'all real names.
Yeah. All of this, Miss Hottie, Too Shorty with the body, y'all cut that out when y'all watch Eye on the Nation. Okay?
Okay, they're not answering, so we need the real names. So we got, well, this is what we're going to do. The first set of real names we give, we're just going to do it now, and then Friday, everybody else. So the real names that I have, local island boy Shanice Albury is in Golden Gates.
Okay.
So we're going to give it to Shanice.
Spell Shanice's name.
Shanice, Shanice Albury.
Okay.
And, oh, it's a few of them. I have 2. Wow. And then Angel says she's here. Angel, I need your real name.
What her real name is?
Angel, I need your real name. So these can be the last 2 for them.
Yeah, but have no fear. Friday, things galore.
I really didn't. I feel so bad.
Yeah, you get the woman name for this $50 with the tree son?
Yes, I spelled it and all.
Okay.
Didn't need it
Producer?
again? Angel, I need your real name.
Angel, if the jingle come on and you don't answer us,
I got to give it to somebody
woe
else.
will be unto you.
Do you need it again? I'll take a photo.
Okay.
It's
There
almost
you have
time for us to go. Angel, I need your real name. I'm so sorry, y'all. I feel bad now. I
Child,
feel like
y'all
we've been...
name Sonny.
I at least read the comments. Have you ever read any of the comments?
I tell you, used the one with the fancy reading voice. Next question.
They say we have calls waiting, but I
Hello,
feel like
call waiting.
I feel like they waiting on stuff from me. No more
We ain't got no
stuff.
more things.
So I so scared.
Now, the only thing we can do is offer you all prayer.
I'm
But call us
scared.
Friday. Tell Pia give Fred something for Fox Hill.
You call her in. Angel, I'm
Boy.
still.
Angel, it ain't look
They
good for
say
you.
Angel gone. So
Give it to the next place.
the next person with the full name.
Angel, I hope you don't miss heaven like that.
Jeannie Campbell.
Diana Major.
Deanna Major.
Yeah.
Oh yes, Deanna Major.
Is
Okay.
it Diana or Diana?
It's DEANNAMAGOR.
DEANNA Major. Come this way and
All right, we done.
Bring some ID when you come.
We so sorry, y'all, but we will definitely pay attention to YouTube more, okay?
Election is in there.
Vibes is resilience in motion. So even when things go out of sync, we do what it takes to bring the vibes back. At VTC, we understand your vibes because we live it. That's why we are dedicated to building a net